I'll give you one example of an anecdote from recently. There was, I think this was in Chicago, but a believer had a cross around their neck. And one would assume everybody knows what the cross is about. And she asked, well, why do you wear a plus sign around your neck? There are so many wrong assumptions, and sometimes from educated people. That we assume that educated people know certain things about the Christian gospel, and that they just don't. What is a parable? You know, sometimes you can teach a parable and never explain what a parable is. Why do we even sing in worship? You know, it's the why questions underneath. And I think what happens in preaching, especially, is if you tend to talk in a sermon to the people you've talked to all week long. It's just a natural default, I think. And that's why I tell guys in seminary, your worst sermons are going to be when you're in seminary, because all you're talking about are insider conversations. Like, you need to go coach Little League, you need to join a bowling alley, you need to do something, you know, you need to hang out where the kids are smoking the e-cigs in high school and talk to real people. And that you'll see an effect of how you begin to apply the text. So pre-evangelism is just having the general conversations about all the assumptions that we make in the ministry. Youth camps have helped me do this a lot. The kids never been to youth camp, never been to a church, or maybe a handful of times. So little things like giving the grand story of the Bible. I just think that's so important. Not just because it's the cool thing and all the legends are doing it, but like, it's absolutely essential for people to know how what you're talking about fits like Creator. You can't assume that. I think it's Dave Carson that says that when we used to evangelize atheists, they were a particular kind of atheist. They were an atheist who were denying the existence of the Christian God. And the present atheist is not necessarily angry at the Christian God, though I think that's normally the case. But the assumptions we've got to go underneath and to prepare for biblical cluelessness when we're preparing, assume different worldviews, and you've got to be Captain Obvious sometimes and explain terms and be obvious. Again, I don't think you have to be, shallow in your preaching. I don't think you have to give any of that up. I think you can, and I think most believers today, I speak to a lot of millennials, they don't have any problem with you teaching the Bible. Like, they come to church expecting it, and I actually think they're interested. Most unbelievers that I meet that are millennials, they're not upset when we share our faith with them. I think they're more surprised that we don't, if we believe it. But what we have to do is explain all of the things we assume people know. They just don't. And that's not just in non-Bible Belt settings. I mean, that's in the Bible Belt as well. And so a lot of people have just hid. They haven't asked questions growing up. They may be but they don't have framework. So we got to help them with that.